Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing GM Zoser in the 1 minute pool on ICC. First game of this session. I played some Bullet the other day, but this is the first time I've been playing on camera for quite a while, so let's hope it goes well. I've been practicing my calculation a lot, and I'm hopeful that that will be reflected in this Bullet video, but you never know. Okay, let's play for d5. Not super thrilled about my position, but it's playable, obviously, for a Bullet game. I want to use the c6 square, but we'll see if I get a chance. Let's go here first, e4 on the way. Got to watch out for, well, c7 I maybe could have taken there. He can take on a2 if he wants, but he's not going to do it. Yeah, I think he was worried about c7. Just play a useful move. e5, I might want to punch through there. First, I think I should get my knight on this stable square. Yeah, I really like the look of e5 if I can get that move in. Got to speed up a bit. Wow, that's interesting. So sacking the exchange. Well, let's get these pawns rolling. I think that'll be key. b5. Really wasn't expecting that exchange sack. Threaten e7. Let's just keep rolling with these guys. It's going to be tough for him to deal with. Okay, we'll do this. I'm going to go here. We'll let him take on d5 if he wants. Let's go here. b7 I'm looking at. I did just blunder that, unfortunately. Looking at h8. Okay, so some simplifications. I have a little bit of pressure. I'm not playing this very well, though. He has a knight. Knight is always better than a bishop in these fast games, or it tends to be. Oh yeah, I'm just getting flagged here. This is too much. So we lose the first game against Zoser. That was difficult, 80 moves, so my speed wasn't awful, but he was just much faster than I was down the stretch. Good illustration of why having the knight versus the bishop is helpful in 1 minute or blitz. Should have been able to get my pawns through somehow. I had a great position right around here. And looking at it again, maybe knight c7 at this moment, attacking the queen on a8, queen b8, knight b5. Yeah, that looks excellent, because then I'm hitting d4, I'm hitting d6, a6 is coming. Should be a win. Just got hairy once he took on d5 and I lost my a pawn. All in all, reasonable game to start the session. Make sure this recording is going. I think it is. Just not used to playing on camera for the last month or so. I know my video output has dropped a bit, but that's an inevitable consequence of spending more time studying chess and less time playing on the internet. It's been a nice break. I feel like I've been able to accomplish a lot in my study, and I mentioned calculation. I'm really starting to believe that calculation is just one of the best things you can do at any point with your chess. I mean, I've always thought this, but spending a lot of time with my game at the moment has reinforced that. Okay, he's taking there early on. Let's play bishop g5. Let's see if I can bait him into playing h6. But no, he's not going to, at least yet. Okay, we'll come back here. Actually, he can take and then take again. I think he could have taken on e5 at that moment. Let's kick this knight out of there. I want to play bishop h3 and try to harass this knight on e6. This looks like a good idea. It's not a good advertisement for my work on calculation. Okay. Blunders happen, right? Try to attack this pawn on a7. All right, we get one back. That's helpful. And if b5, maybe I take a7. And c4 could be on the way, right? Let's go here. Let's just repeat once. c4. Now if he takes it and that knight hangs, I'm clawing my way back in this. If I can take on b5, then I have 3 pawns for the piece. And okay, yeah, he senses that something has gone seriously wrong here. Now I gotta try to win this pawn, I think. Rook a1. Okay, let's throw that in, see if he takes. I have bishop d6. Now this d-pawn is a menace. Yeah, and we're just winning. All right, so I had 17 seconds at the end of that game, 45 moves. So good on the speed, and losing a piece against a GM but still winning is a good sign. All right. So I played Jorge the other day in this type of setup. Let's go here. Not thrilled about the way I'm playing it, but yeah, actually, this is just bad because I can't win e2 at the end. But the position will open up. Maybe I'll have some compensation. This guy's a good bullet player, clearly. So I'm hoping he just has some issues with these queenside pawns. Let's push this a pawn. Like, for instance, it's tough for him to get his dark square bishop out at the moment. I'm going to go bishop b3. Yeah, let's do that. Just put up a lot of obstacles to him getting his pieces into the game. Bishop f4, I'm going to play g5. Yeah, so he goes all the way back. Just has a hard time developing right now. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get my pieces in, how I'm going to accomplish that. But rook d1 looks like a good start. Okay, now bishop here is coming. Just to give up the rook in the corner. He might have had rook a3 there, in fact. I don't know. Okay, let's do this. I think locking down the position is good. It's a start. Okay. I want to win that g-pawn. Gotta hurry here. Oh boy. Oh man. I got mated on b7. That was nice. Yeah, that's a tricky opponent. Let's try to play something a little sharper against Ava, whatever this guy's name is, another grandmaster. I was actually expecting the Nimzo, but he played the Benoni. So now we've, transposed into a line of the Pana Botvinnik. Let's go a3. I think I'll take, just to see which way he recaptures. Maybe I can bother him, because this looks like it's winning an exchange. He's got to take on e5. Back this off. And let's go d5. You want to get rid of that IQP. Let's go here. Let's take and pin. I'm going to give him this and try to activate my pieces. Can I take here? I think I can because the bishop is hanging on e7. So we'll go after this guy. Don't think I have to worry too much about my rooks, even though this is a little awkward on this square. Let's check once. I'm trying to hold a3. Also, maybe bishop e7 to f6 is an idea. Let's get out. Walk the king up, maybe. Yeah, putting the bishop on f6 is pretty solid, but he saw what to do against that. He was expecting king e5 right there. Okay, so we take that game. I saw who this GM was the other day, but I forgot. Parimarjan Negi. He's written some excellent books on e4 for white. Okay, let's try to maintain the integrity of our pawn structure and not get mated. In fact, I'm going to play this move so he can't put a piece on g5. This is fairly ugly, but what can you do? Okay, you can take on e6, but still a game. Let's go here. I'm trying to fight back in the center. I want to round up that e6 pawn, clearly. So bishop c8, knight f5 maybe. My bishop has nothing to do on a6 anymore, so this looks like a good start. Let's go here. Push the a pawn. Thinking about g5, but I don't know if I want to weaken f5/h5 yet. Okay, so he does that. That's helpful because now his protection of e6 is lacking. Okay, let's go here. Hitting g4. Just takes, wow. Okay. Take this guy. Let's go here, just see if he takes. I'm trying to activate my pieces a bit. Doing well on the clock at the moment. Trying to go after g4, which I was able to do, but not in a very good sense. Got a bit fortunate there. Oh boy, hung my queen. Knight takes g6, but he was down on time. All right, so we beat Nihilism. Some strong players in the pool right now. It's 4:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Just doing this to kill some time for your entertainment. Practice my calculation once again. Those of you who are new to my channel, you know I advocate if you're trying to get better, don't play lots of blitz and bullet. It's not the best use of your time. You want to play longer games, standard games. Nihilism says, I'm a huge fan, but too weak and too slow. GG. Well, thanks, Nihilism. Glad you watched my videos. Let's pin him. I'm wondering if he'll take on c2. Maybe not, but we'll find out. Like this blockade I have going on. Let's go here just to stop any knight d4 business. Go here. Let's go here. Maybe giving him a few easy trades, but we're both just feeling out the position. I don't know if we're completely sure how to proceed. Hoping that g6 is weak. I can throw in bishop f5 somewhere, perhaps. Should definitely have an edge in this endgame. Now he can't even take. So play. He might be losing a pawn no matter what. Because if he takes, he gets back rank mated on d8 at the end of the line. Now hopefully I can just run the h-pawn. Yeah, this is tough. Dealing with the h-pawn. Let's get this guy involved too. I had bishop f5. That was better. He's fast. He's really fast. He's just pre-moving, but... All right, we won. So in the opening, he was playing for d5 and f5. Those three pawns situated in the center. It's a Dutch-like position because he has a pawn on f5, even though this isn't a position out of the Dutch that I'm aware of. But the way you want to try to crack that is with the pawn coming to e4. So since I already had played d3, I think e4 has to be the critical move, especially when black has played these moves at the expense of development. He only has one piece out, the dark square bishop, whereas I have two minor pieces out and I'm castled. So opening up the position and trying to strike with the pawn break in the center should for sure be white's plan. I would be surprised if anything else was better here. And I don't know that I made the most of the open position or semi-open position that resulted. Maybe this move isn't so great because when I take on f5, I do fracture their structure. He has to accept an isolated pawn or hanging pawns in the center if he took with a g pawn, but he does get his bishop out in one fell swoop, and now he's attacking c2. I went here trying to make sure bishop takes c2 doesn't come with tempo and also attack e5, but I feel like black should have enough activity there. All right, so we're playing this opponent again. Grandmaster Negi. Whoops, that was not something I was expecting. What can you do? We might play a theoretical line if he plays queen b3. Let's go a6. Try to go for the dark square bishop exchange. I really want to go c5 after this. He might be able to prevent that, though, unfortunately. Yeah, he does. Okay, so now I have to go for e5. I need some sort of pawn break in the center. I didn't see that a6 was hanging. Still, though, I should have some counterplay. Maybe not with that move. Maybe I can catch him in a pre-move again. You never know. Let's go here. Trying to get counterplay on the second rank. I want queen g5. Okay, where's my queen coming in? Oh, that was not a good move. Rook e2. Yeah, rook e2 is pretty crushing. I have this trick. Okay. That was lucky. Very lucky of me. Okay, so now this position is just equal. Not when I'm blundering stuff, though. We'll see if he can mate me in this amount of time. Oh, okay. Well, I was ready to resign after he played rook e2 because that was a double attack on my queen and my rook, but I'm glad I found rook takes b3. Only move in that position. Yeah, otherwise the double attack is winning. Let's play d4 again. We're going to get a Benoni this time. Let's play this bishop f4 line that's been trendy in the past few years. So this was super popular a while ago. I'm not sure it's as trendy as it was before, but I think it's pretty easy to play for white. Let's go rook e1. Let's go here. Now a5 I think is appropriate. This line does have some heavy theory now, as far as I understand. Okay, so he wants his knight coming to d6. I think. So maybe I should do this. Try to be a nuisance. Trying to hold up e4 too so I can take. And then he blundered his queen. All right. So what you do in this line compared to a normal Benoni is you don't put your pawn on e4. You don't do it at the outset, and you may do it later, but you really work up to it. So by avoiding putting the pawn on e4, you don't create the convenient target that black typically has in the Benoni. You can go, with the knight on f6, rook e8, and try to target that pawn. All right, NECF in the schools is the next opponent. This guy's always tricky, very good tactician. Tactical and fast. Typically do best just being solid against him, although I've already made a mistake here by allowing this business. Yeah, now this is clearly worse for me. I'm going to have to grovel a bit. Let's try to open up something down the C file. Don't like this. Do not like this. He's not going to want to trade queens because his king is a lot safer than mine. Yeah, this is just really bad. Try to reinforce my knight in the center. Position's opening up in an uncomfortable way. I have coordination issues too. Let's get this out of the way at least. Try to trade a bit. Yeah, there's just not much I can do right now, unfortunately. He's really enjoying himself, as I would too, in this position as white. I'm not sure that was good. He's playing a lot off my time at the moment. Man. Almost no time remaining. That hung the queen. Yeah, okay. That position I got into out of the opening was just a minefield. I mean, that's so easy to play for white. It's such a tough defense for me, clearly worse. So, not surprised by the result of that game. Okay, Chess Dennis. This is great. Some really good action going on right now in the pool. Let's go h3. I'll put the knight here. We'll see if he wants to take. Yeah, he does. Objectively, black is doing very well here. Even though I have the bishop pair, his structure is perfect. It's also questionable where I'm on a castle now. So let's try to mix it up in the center. Maybe bishop g7 for him. Okay, let's go here. Guess I'll take. Might as well try to open the middle. Can I exploit that somehow? I don't see it. I think I'll just castle. Looking for rook e1. His king is stuck in the center. I mean, my king doesn't look completely safe, but I don't think knight takes b2 is working. Yeah, this is starting to look good all of a sudden. Rook c7, I think I'll take. And then push through in the middle with the d pawn, or maybe bishop here first. He's got to take with the pawn. Let's push with the pawn. He's trying his best to blockade the position. Now I'm looking for bishop f4. Let's pile up. If f6, knight e4 is looking good. Okay, he found a good defense. But just not much time for Mr. Dennis. All right, he resigned. I think he would have been better off trying to play, for instance, in this position, instead of bishop e7, just bishop g7, and then castle short. Unless I have take on d5, because bishop e7 does break the pin on the e-pawn, but bishop g7 seems like the right approach in order to enable castling. Gorato, Grandmaster Gorato. Play the classical. Let's go here. Playing this a bit weird, but we'll see what happens. Let's go here. Okay, now I think I have to play e5. Okay. This is quite uncomfortable. I don't like this position. This is looking quite sketchy on the light squares. Bishop c6 check. Okay. Oh my god, I'm going to be completely decimated on the light squares. Yeah, this is not a fun scenario in this opening. He can just take it with his pawn. Maybe I'll finally get to castle. Maybe. Or pick off a pawn. Did not want me to castle, clearly. Slow down, Garato, please. Oh, okay. Now I might coordinate. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I had rook takes a3 there. Oh, we got that guy. All right, we flagged him. So I was despairing in the middle game in that one because in the classical, if you ever get to that situation where your opponent is dominating the light square, specifically d5, it's almost always bad. So that's why I was so flummoxed at that point. It's not a good version of the Benko that I've just played. But we'll try to make it work. It's not a good version because he was allowed to castle with no penalty. Okay, let's just play bishop a6. We can make something happen out of this. The knight's going to the natural square. Maybe queen b8, attack b2. Okay, now I can't quite take, can I? I can do this though, and then take. Hitting c3 and a4. Usually don't want to give up your dark square bishop in the Benko, but in that case I'll make an exception. Let's take. And then we'll play f6, trying to shore up these dark squares. This is a dangerous position still. I just allowed his queen into g6 with no consequence. I'll try to set up rook takes c3. Little shot there. He saw it. Rook takes f3 maybe coming in the future. One can hope. All right, let's push this guy. I blundered that. Can I trick him? Not looking likely. Okay. C-pawn is going to win the day? It did. Whew. All right. 2 escapes from very bad positions in the last 2 games, but I'll take it. That's part of bullet. Transpose to a Pierce. Not sure about that move. Just losing a pawn for him. Okay, castle. This indirectly protects e4, so I like it. I want to go e5. Okay, let's bring this here. Attacking with the king. I think he wants c5 for that knight. Try to attack c6. Okay, we'll have to let that go. He fell for this. Okay, now I think I should simplify like so and try to neutralize the a pawn. Get this up, play bishop d5, and now we'll take, give a check, and then I'm going to take on e6 next move. Because this rook endgame's completely winning. Yeah, he resigned. So he missed the knight e7 check trick. That was helpful to us. Okay, let's play a flank setup against any CF. Everyone's playing the London these days. Just so popular. Easy to play. I got to admit, I've thought about playing it myself. I just haven't pulled the trigger. Let's go here. Just pin him. See what he does about that. Trying to get at G2 eventually. All right, we'll finally advance here. Hard to say who this is favoring. I do like my bishops. My knight coming to c5 as well. Maybe I should try to get that knight into c3 in some better way. Can try to take over this file if things don't go poorly. Can he do that? Ah, wow, nice. Yeah, that was nice calculation. See how fast he saw that. That's how good a calculator he is. And wow, I didn't even notice that his rating was 2615. So it looks like after rook takes e7, I'm just in trouble. So my rook on a3 is not participating in the defense, but that was impressive how he saw that. First, I thought his idea was just to play rook takes e1 and try to proceed with an exchange down against my open king, but nope. Queen d4 just wins on the spot. It's mate in 2. All right, Zosher. He's playing these flanky setups. I think I'm pretty happy to play this against this sort of flank setup. Let's just go here. He's going to play e4. Just play to trade the dark square bishops. So I really don't think white has anything here. Send that in. Maybe I pushed my pawn a bit too far, though. Yeah, because now I'm struggling for counterplay, unfortunately. Okay. Gotta look for avenues elsewhere here. All right, now or never. I know I'll lose c6 and doing it this way, but I figure I gotta get some sort of counterplay. Ah, that just hung a piece. Bad stuff. Really boxing my own king in here. Yeah, that's over. So lost to Zosher. Another game. Okay, let's try this line. This variation never seems to work out the way I'd like it to, but we'll keep playing it because it's kind of fun. All right, let's take. Protect this pawn. Interesting decision there. Makes sense, though. Okay, let's go here. I want bishop h6. Shuts that idea down. All right. I think he can just take on c3 now. Maybe queen e5. Well, possibly queen e5 would have been an idea. Now it's going to be rough because I'm down a pawn and I've got a huge amount of weaknesses. I'm just trying to attack f7. Doesn't do much though, does it? Okay, give ourselves some sort of counterplay there. I'm going to play d5 next move. Assuming he goes a3 or something. Try to get at the back rank. Queen f7, I have this. Ooh, this is a nice shot. Now I can just take here. This tactics paying off, paying off. Let's do this. Yeah, he's essentially frozen. So you see how that pawn on h6 helped out? If ever he takes my queen, I play rook takes f8. So nice to get those tactics. That's why you brush up on basic tactics. I don't want to extrapolate too much from a bullet game, but it's just satisfying when that happens. Okay, let's push. Reinforcing the center in a weird way here. Knight on d6. This early, you don't see that too often. So I think I should play for e5 and f5, so let's do that. If he takes, I'll take with a bishop and hit d3. Yeah, his bishop on d2 isn't so great. This and now c4 is weak, importantly. Let's take here. Don't think I want to take his bishop. I like my knight. We'll take that, though. If he wants to sack the exchange, I might let him do it. With c6, that is. Okay, now I am a little bit worried that my knight could be out of the game. Ooh, he gave me the e3 square. I should jump on that next move. For sure. Let's play g5. Yeah, he's trying to lock the position down. Okay, now I should take... I want to transfer this bishop here. Oh, let's definitely take that. And I see what I'm going to do. Bishop takes g4 next, and then take on e4. This bishop's hanging. Let's just push. I don't see a clear win yet. Okay, we'll push again. So it's, you know, mildly scary when he has his rooks lined up against your king like that, but they weren't connected. I was guarding f7, so should be tough for him. I feel like I misplayed that one slightly when he played b4. Maybe I should just take on b4 and then try to take on c4 next. Well, if I take on b4, he can play c5 in between move. I could play b3, he takes, I take. That wins a pawn for me. Yeah, I think taking on b4 was better right here. But nonetheless, I was pretty confident about my position most of the way. After f3, I should have played, I believe, the immediate knight e3. But f3 is quite a weakening move. I think he played that because he saw that I was getting ready to double up. Looks like it would be critical for white to play when I played queen d7, c6. And then I take, probably with my queen. He takes on f8. And I can take either way, rook or bishop. I look to have pretty good compensation there because I have a minor piece plus a pawn for the exchange. a3 is weak. I have that strong knight on c4, but it's possible that white is doing okay there too. I'm going to play a little bit longer and then call it a session. Tough guys in the pool, like I was saying. Okay, let's play d4 again. I'm going to play this exchange variation one more time. Not getting much per se, but let's go rooks. That was a bad move. Knight d4. Knight b4, that is. All right, I'm just going to take that because it's annoying me with knight e4. All right, let's play this. This is double-edged because I am accepting an isolated pawn, but I think I can get rid of it with d5 pretty quick, which I think I will do. Rook coming to d7, I hope. So I'm looking for attacking chances against this king. Whoops. Okay, where's my win? Should be something here. Not seeing it, though. Okay, let's bring this in. I don't want to spend too long right there. Knight takes f8 is coming. He probably has to play queen f6 now. Just accept a much worse endgame. Take, rook takes b7. He resigned. Let's think about this position for a second. Really looks like I should have a knockout, but maybe not. Maybe knight f... No, does knight f6 work? Knight f6 he can take with his queen. I'm trying to get at h7 or the back rank, but I'm not seeing it. Knight d6 doesn't work. He just takes it, I think. Maybe knight d6. Knight d6. It can also take on d7, though. Knight f6 is working. Wow. How does that hash out here? Knight f6, queen takes f6, rook takes c7. That's just winning in exchange. Okay, so it's a deflection of the rook on c7. Yeah. The main idea of knight f6 is if g takes f6, I have queen takes h7 mate, but I didn't connect it to queen takes f6, rook takes c7. Yeah, that would have been a great shot. Okay. Let's play, I don't know, 2 or 3 more games. He must be practicing his Benoni. Do I check here? Is that how this goes? Oh, not in this position, I think. I think bishop f4 first. But all right, it was played. Okay, now my queen is on b3 for some unknown reason. Yeah, you can sometimes check in this line, but the way I did it was clearly not good. It's a position. Okay, now he has to watch out for knight a5 at all times. This is nice. I'm just going to play a centralizing move. I'm not going to take that yet. Let's go here. Now we'll take and get this into the game. I want to target a6, so maybe queen a4 coming. Might as well send this knight into c6 too. It's a cozy square. Okay, how do I do this? Take that first of all. I'm just getting myself trapped. Yikes. All right, still a time scramble. All right. I'm glad I didn't stop playing because there was always the clock to look forward to. He outplayed me at that stage of the game, though. I think the line goes, so at this point, yeah, I should play bishop f4 first. And then if he plays bishop g7, then I check on a4. It's a disruptive check because he has issues with d6 and also b7. But yeah, you shouldn't check on a4 right here. That was not a good move. Okay, CharmCityChess. Player g6 setup. This is one of my go-tos in Bullet. Takes, okay. Let's try to undermine his center. Immediately. I'm going to play Gambit style too. Maybe c4 coming. Okay, I like my position. I've got pressure against b2. I don't think he's going to mate me anytime soon. I hope not. Gotta take that. Let's take. It looks critical. d4 coming up. Let's check. Trying to mess up his coordination a bit. Get pieces back for the defense. Okay, now my center pawns should just easily carry the day. But he's intent on mating me with his king, which is pretty admirable of him. But I think he's just going to run out of ammunition. At least I hope. Now I can just be a buzzkill. Give back some material. All right, one more game. NECF. It's like the final boss. We're going to have an exchange Slav. What do I do here? I think I do this. You can try to win a pawn now. Take and then take. Okay. So we do accomplish the c5 advance. That's good. It's usually promising in these positions. Let's go c4. I'm liking my light square bishop. Can I take... Let's go here. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I just blundered mate. I knew something bad was going to happen once his knight got in. Yeah, that was a bad blunder right there. I have to play some move like h5. h5 is fine. He'll have a little bit of counterplay against my king and the b pawn, which isn't going anywhere, but I outsmarted myself at the end. Okay, so we end on a loss. But overall, pretty decent session. I think I played 21 games, because wasn't there one game before Sauerkraut? How did that game go? I lost that game. Yeah, I lost the very first game. I want to say it was against Zosher. So let's tabulate the results with that in mind. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wins. And how many losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 14 wins, 6 losses, and just 1 draw. Not bad. NECF got me 3 times. What's the best 1-minute list looking like right now? Oh, Andrew is playing on ICC at the moment. Well, not exactly right now, I would think, but he's been playing recently. Okay, so we're up there. We're top 10. Wonder why NECF isn't listed. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, just a bit of fun entertainment. I don't suggest that if you're trying to get better that you should play Blitz and Bullet. The reason I mention that is, I've been working a lot on improving my over-the-board game, trying to be very serious about it. I'm looking at chess every day, and I don't want to give people the impression that this is an important part of my training regimen or anything, because it's not. It's just, I think, mainly an indication of how in form you are at any given time, how you're doing in Blitz and Bullet. Maybe you can practice some openings from time to time in Blitz, but it shouldn't be taken too seriously. All right, guys, have a good weekend, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Bye.